This is Blue Radio.
And of course, this is the only place where we bring you the vibe. Na tumekuletea maua from morning till now. As in, we've had great interviews, and we're not even done. You're not even done, because now we've been with women since morning. Now we have a man. Gender equality right here. So we have Philip from Close the Gap. We're going to really have a great conversation. Of course, they are our hosts here. We're having a good time. Thank you for the cup of coffee.
Karibuni.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're great?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll go Close the Gap. What do you guys do? Okay, let's start. Mm-hmm. What is Close the Gap Hub?
Let's close the gap. Okay. Just from the name, Close the Gap. We are a social enterprise aiming to bridge the digital divide. So basically, Close the Gap just comes from the company's goal. So the goal of the company is to ensure every Kenyan in general, but generally any youth out there can get access to an IT device and access the internet to better their own lives. So that is the goal of Close the Gap.
That any person out there can be able to access
internet services for the digital world to better themselves.
So if I'm just out here, I'm just walking down the street, and then I decide, wait, I need net for an online class or something. I just come in here.
This is a whole ecosystem. So we have a co-working space. Then we also have the other side that has the computers. So it's as easy as just buying a device, moving either to our cafe or coming back to this side to the co-working space, and use your device to either work remotely or do your own stuff.
So if someone wants to come here for the spaces, are there fees?
Oh, yes.
Because I don't want to be... Maybe there's someone just right now who's on the street and they're thinking, really? Let me just go.
We have charges. So you can either book a whole day or a half day pass. Okay, charges.
We kind of have to come to you.
Kujeni kwanza, and then...
Okay, well, at least people know now there are charges, and they'll come to talk to you, and you'll explain to them.
More about it,
So, is it a co-working space for tech-based people or individuals or companies, or it's just anyone who wants to work in this space?
We're quite inclusive, So we do have some tech startups here, but we have quite a number of entrepreneurs who also use our space. So basically, what happens along your co-working journey, you get to meet more people who are doing who are running their own companies or who are working remotely. And you get to exchange ideas about how to better your own projects or company. So it's really a build. I don't know how to say it. Jenga ni kujenga.
Nice. Build me, I build you. Direct translation. So that brings us to the next, I'd say, program that Close the Gap offers, which is the incubation programs. When did you start offering incubation programs, and how do people apply for them? What is the criteria used?
Okay, so for the incubation programs, I joined Close the Gap in 2021. But the incubation programs were running since I think 2019.
Wow.
But under a different name. It was called Leap. So generally they have a website. They were currently being run by Boost Your Business. So once they have a cohort application, they send out a call for application. So every cohort has some theme. It could be circular economy, it could be technology. So if you have, say, a project or business running under that particular theme, you get to apply for the cohort. Then once your application is accepted, you receive the acceptance, and you're told when you'd be needed to come in for the trainings and what would be provided. So something nice about it actually, they know that it's not easy to set aside time from your day to just attend a training.
True.
So some form of compensation is given. You get to they get to provide you with lunch during the days. You attend the trainings, and more goodies. I don't want to spoil it.
That's okay. Yeah. So I understand you're a salesperson.
Yes.
On the other side.
Yes.
So we can talk about the refurbished computers, laptops, that is. Yeah. So why do you guys sell refurbished laptops?
Okay. So there's a myth or misconception that's out there. People sort of confuse refurbished and secondhand. So refurbished computers go through a process of data wipe. So the previous owner's data is securely wiped off the device. Then the software we use for data wipe basically tests different aspects of the device. So you get a report on whether the battery is functioning well, whether the screen is also okay, if you have any parts that need repair or replacement. So after the report comes out, we get to swap out, say, the non-functional parts.
Yeah.
So basically you get a new device, say in quotes, you get a new device that can still be used to its maximum capacity. So the misconception out here is that people think it's the same as second-hand device, which is not true at all. So we do this so that to reduce the e-waste in the world. So if we were to, say, sell new devices, it's quite profitable, yeah? But then we'd have landfills full of the old devices.
Yeah.
A general question we ask everyone is, in your home or wherever you stay, yeah, you definitely have a couple of devices that you're not using, yeah? But what happens when, say, you grow out of your phone or your old computer? What do you do with yours?
Keep it in the drawer.
Yeah, which is not the best thing, yeah?
Where do we take our phones then?
Yeah, so you bring them to us, yeah? Over at the shop, we have an e-waste collection point. So if you have, say, one phone that you're not using or is not working anymore, you bring it to us. We have a partner, we call them a downstream recycler. So we have EnviroServe in Nairobi, who now take on the part of recycling. So say for a phone, yeah, they dismantle it, all parts are separated, then the motherboard and other plastics are shipped out to Europe now to do the final part of the recycling process. So yeah, the goal is basically to minimize e-waste in the world. So by recycling, say, a laptop, you get to give it a new life of about 3 or 4 more years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't have to incur the cost of buying a new device every now and then.
So people should not fear.
People should not fear. So
I mean, because people feel like refurbished items, a phone, a laptop, is not really worth.
Sure, yeah.
If I tell someone my phone is refurbished, they look at me like,
really? Yeah.
Really? Again, that brings me to the question, how affordable are they? Because I feel like, okay, fine, this was a laptop, someone brought it to you as waste, then it went through a whole process.
Yeah.
And at the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh, maybe this is going to cost me a couple of dollars.
Yeah. So yeah, it actually costs quite some money to do the whole process. We have to pay for licenses for the software we use. Say if we replace a part, that's also included in the whole price. And of course we have our plant in Jomvu. So basically, for our pricing, what we mostly consider is the device generation. So the same way, say, what's the best example? Like phones, yeah? Samsung release a phone almost every year. Samsung and iPhone, yeah? So the same way, computers also have the same thing going on. So there's generations that come out every now and then. So our pricing is really dependent on generation. So the lower the generation, the cheaper the device is. If you walk in our shop, you'll see a device for as low as 12,000 shillings.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so for someone looking for something introductory, say just basic work, admin work or typing, the assignments or something of that sort, browsing the internet, that's a really good pick for them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Someone is asking, could I get a laptop in installments?
Yeah, a really good question. So we recently onboarded Lipa Later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's quite easy to do that right now. You have to sign up on the website. Then once you sign up, they'll ask you to send either M-Pesa or bank statements. Then they give you some sort of limit or credit limit. So once you have that, you just walk in the shop. Either get something within the limit, get something above that limit, then top up the difference.
Okay, so how does it work? I come in to the store, I went to laptop, let's say worth 30,000 Kenya shillings, right? And my limit was 15,000 Kenya shillings. So am I going to top it up then? Now that I have come into the store and I want this laptop, but you guys say the limit is 15,000 Kenya shillings, then I'll be like, I don't have it right now.
Yeah.
What do we
what
do in such a
happens
scenario?
In such a scenario, you'll top it up to Lipa Later. So they'll sort of advance that amount. So you'll be sort of forced to top up the 15,000 at that point. Then the other 15,000 may be paid in installments.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can go with the laptop at home.
Yeah, you get the device.
I get the device, I'll just pay in installments.
Installments, yeah.
Nice.
The process takes, say, roughly about 20 to 25 minutes.
I can see DJ Bobby smiling. DJ Bobby. Hey? Are you going to take a laptop right now?
Yes. I need one.
Wow.
Come on.
And I think that's a great opportunity, especially for a youth out there who doesn't have the whole amount of money right now, but they really need a laptop. And since everything is tech, we're going to Kibo for online classes. So we actually need a laptop. But maybe if you're out there and you're thinking, I was to get a laptop, but Nikona 12,000. Don't worry. Come for the.
Don't let anything limit you.
Come for the Lipa Later. You say.
Come for Lipa Later.
Lipa Later. You can see how close the gap got everyone under their umbrella. I love that.
Yes.
So in the you guys, a lot of people have come to close the gap. A lot of maybe tech startups or the who's and who's in the tech industry. So how does collaboration with these other tech industries scale you as a company or as a hub, and how do you guys feel when you collaborate with these other companies?
I'd say the main thing is you notice or you realize that you can't really solve every issue out there on your own.
True.
So once you bring in collaboration or something, you get to actually find out there's a new issue that you never even knew existed. So you work together and try to solve such an issue. And through the whole process, both sides actually gain in one way or another. An example in mind, we have a project known as Adopt a Classroom. So basically what happens in Adopt a Classroom, we create a package where, say, a company needs to support a school in some remote place. So we come together, we offer an inclusive package where we offer devices and the device installation at the location and some basic training for the trainers or teachers there. So in such a scenario, the company is able to do the whole project, but not really focus on the nitty-gritty stuff.
Yeah.
So we take over the whole sort of burden. It's not a burden, yeah? It's a good burden. But yeah, we take over the burden and ensure the school is
Of closing the gap.
We close the gap.
That is nice.
Yeah.
So after that, would love to know, after you've, do you guys have places where, okay, I have done tech in, maybe I did tech as a course, maybe in computer science, maybe in cybersecurity, and I want a place to intern or get attached to. Can Close the Gap be a place where I can come and try my luck?
Yeah, sure. So every now and then, we do have internships here at Close the Gap. Software, on the software side, not so much, because the company is mainly hardware oriented, I'd say. So you actually get quite some knowledge on the hardware side. We do have internships at our warehouse, so you get to learn the whole refurbishing process. You also get an opportunity to learn about like hardware collection. So you actually get to learn quite a lot about the hardware side of technology. Yeah.
So, okay.
How to get them, yeah? Follow our social media. So all these opportunities are normally advertised on our Facebook, Instagram, or website. So if you're following our IG or Facebook, just...
But is there a period really where you're saying we are open for internships and attachments? Because some companies will tell you from January to March, that is where we give internship opportunities. So everyone knows that if I want to try okay, this and this company, I should just try it January to March period.
Okay, so it's a quarterly sort of internship, but if you're looking to apply for an internship at Close the Gap, feel free to walk in and leave your CV and details with us. And as soon as any opportunity opens up, we'll give you a call.
And I wouldn't want to wrap this up without talking about women in tech.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a woman and I have to talk about women. So what has the hub done to make sure they incorporate women in tech?
Okay, we're really for the women empowerment movement. So we have a couple of programs that actually run exclusively for women. We have a partner known as Noor, who actually runs a women, let's call it women in tech training. So in the past they've done some e-waste training, and I can't really put a name to it. But basically they have a cohort of women, and since we're at the coast, you'd find that the cohorts really consist of mostly Muslims. So it really opens up say the local society towards technology. So at the end of the training, which runs about 8 weeks, the ladies receive certificates, so they're able to practice out there. So we're really trying to make it sort of normal, If you go to take your device for a repair or something, when you find a woman, don't get shocked at them. They know what they're doing.
Oh, nice. And someone is asking, I've been to Close the Gap and their interior is so great. I mean, what inspires? I mean, someone is saying actually, when you hear of something about tech, you'd think it looks so manly or so technical for some reason, but actually it feels like home. So people are asking, okay, fine. So how do you incorporate this, making sure it feels like home and still doing tech-related programs?
I'd call it minimalism, yeah? So trying to make it as simple as possible, but also moving with the current trend. So making it as easy as possible for someone to attend, say, an online meeting. So we have a lot of white backgrounds so that anyone who said they're working in the office can sort of lie. Still in the office. But yeah, it's a really trying to accommodate each and every person out there.
Okay, there's someone who's asking, is there refurbished laptops? How good are they? I think we've answered this, but I think you have to repeat it. Has it Haribika after some time?
These devices are as good as new. So we basically try to offer a good device within a relatively constrained budget. And additionally, we give you 6 months warranty. So if anything happens to your device within the 6 months, feel free to walk in or give us a call and we'll help you through any issue you're facing.
Okay, so as we wrap up, it should not be a good thing if we didn't mention some of the tech startups that have gone through Close the Gap, and also some of the tech companies that you co-work with here in this space. So you can mention one or two and maybe shout them out.
Ooh, we have Masomo Portal, yeah? All of you out there who have young ones trying to trying to learn something remotely. We have Masomo Portal that offers quite a number of courses. You can visit the website and see what they have to offer. We also have Tech Kids Africa.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's really interesting. So kids come in as young as, I think, 8 or 9 years old, and they sort of get how do you call it? They get into
the tech space, right? As
so
from a very young age.
Yes. So we have kids learning about robotics. We have kids doing web development, and they actually end up doing projects that get recognized around the country.
I've heard that some of them have actually been funded to take their projects even further.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Now with the whole movement into the drone space, you see kids learning how to use drones around here. So if you walk outside here and hear something buzzing,
I shouldn't run away. Murife, don't run. Oh wow, thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for answering our questions, and we might wrap it up because we're 6 minutes to 11. Maybe you can just touch on your social media handles and one word for anyone who's out there and would want to come and work with Close the Gap or Cospace.
So you see, basically since Nakumatt died down, we're becoming the new all under one roof. So whatever you need tech-wise or entrepreneurship-wise, feel free to walk into Close the Gap. We're really homely, really accept every kind, no discrimination at all. So feel free, walk in, find out the different services we are offering here, and also look out for big sales coming up this year. We have something planned for Valentine's.
Oh wow, I want to hear. What's that?
Things coming to, so yeah, we have quite some.
No, give us the tea.
Yeah, give you the tea. Okay, you're hearing it first here.
Give us the tea.
We have a couple of desktop offers for February.
Wow.
So yeah, all of you trying to get a new desktop or upgrade your desktop, feel free to check out what we'll post soon. So yeah, you'll see a couple of offers coming for February.
Oh wow, thank you so much. That is the creme de la creme of the whole conversation. See how Bobby is smiling. Bobby.
Yes.
You're happy now?
I'm happy.
January ilifinya watu sana.
No, February.
We're here to save you.
Spread the love, please. Spread the love. Of course, that was Philip from Close the Gap. We're so happy that you joined us. We're so happy for you guys hosting us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was Philip. We are going to wrap up the show. It has been great. It has been a great 4 hours of great music, great conversations. I cannot stress how much I am enlightened right now. I am overwhelmed by the information we're getting here. You're like, kumbe. Of course, thank you to every guest we've had here. Thank you for the great talks. And thank you to DJ Bobby for the great music mixes. What could we do without you, Bobby? What could we do without you? Hey, Bobby is flattered. He's like, oh my God, I don't even know what to say.
I want to let the music speak for me.
Oh, yes. Wow. Oh my God. It's like